Hi friends, my name is Nate McCloskey Smith and I am an artist. I usually I usually use watercolor, bit of fine linering, but mostly watercolor, gouache, that kind of stuff. And today I'm going to tell you all about the different kinds of watercolor. Now, these are 3 different kinds of watercolor. These are quite obviously pencils. These are pre-mixed pans. And these are all from tubes. Now, to start off with, this is Turner GSM A3 paper, which I got for a very good price, hence why I got it. You want, obviously, water. I prefer using this because it can fold up quite nicely. It's a bit more portable than usual, that kind of stuff. Or you can use one of these bad boys, which is called an aquarelliert pen, and you fill it up, you twist it off, just the top off, fill it with water, and Bob's your uncle. Now, these are very good for portability, as are these. Maybe the watercolor pencils too, depending on how many you've got, but these will stay home because they're not very portable, because the pans they're in are way too big. Now I'm going to start off by using the watercolor pencils because I'm yet to try them out. And I'm just going to very lightly do some blue. Then I will grab my yellow and do that a bit harder so we can actually see it properly. And then we're going to do some red, some reddy boy. Alright, and now to mix them all together. Oh yes, quite like that. As you can see, the colours are mixing quite nicely together. There's not very much of a bleed going on, which is excellent and just what I like to see. However, if you mix watercolours too much, then they all blend together and become like a grey brown, as you can see. I couldn't exactly do this without the camera being on, but what I'm doing here is I'm making what's called a swatch. And you can, as you can see, it's become more and less intense depending on how much, well, pigment has come up. And that's what you want to do. You want to see what the colours look like inside and out of the tube and or the pan or whatever. So you can see what you want when you go to do the colours. Now I'll do this one on camera. See, I'm pressing quite hard. And we still go a bit softer. And softer still. It's looking a bit... This is meant to be a red. It's looking a bit orange on camera, but whatever. And we go over it again, just so we get more of the pigment in. And then we grab the paint brush again, and we sort of do this. And again, this is meant to be red. It looks more red in real life than it does on camera. And then we sort of mix the pigment around so we get a nice little doodad. And we'll do the yellow on camera too, because I can. That is not going to show up very well in person, and I apologize if I make a mistake here. But it's... oh, geez, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I apologize, friends. So now that we've sorted out our swatches, we move on to my favorite, absolute best bit of painting, and that's getting started. Okay, so we are going to use Viridian Hue because Viridian is quite expensive. Oh, and these are Holbein watercolor paints, and we're just gonna do an eye. Now, one trick I learned from Pinterest is to do both eyes at the same time. So when you do one line for one, you do the next line for the other. But we're not doing two eyes, we're just doing the one. I'm gonna go back in so I can make the pupil quite intense. And I love these Holbeins because I heard that like Winsor Newton professionals don't like being in pans, etc. Unless the default pan ones, in which case, well, yeah, that's what they're designed for. So the Winsor Newton and tubes you want to avoid if you want pan stuff. And I'm just gonna add some more detail, maybe make an eyebrow, get some more of that glorious paint on. Yeah, there we go, lads. And the reason why I'm using Viridian hue is because it's quite a nice sort of green. It's not too blue, it's not too yellow, it's in between. And yeah, it's just nice, you know. So yeah, just getting that done. Maybe do a little more on the bottom eyelashes while I'm at it. And now we just wait for it to dry, I guess. Oh, and before I forget, we do the eyeball, or the tear ducts rather. And we sort of add shading, not shedding, to the bit next to the tear ducts. I don't know what that is. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go, oh no, it's not dry. Oh no, oh fuck, oh fuck. Fuck, I thought it was dry. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's too late to apologize. It's too late, it's too late. So we're just going to go over the green with red, because that makes a nice contrast. And we're still using the watercolor pencils here. I'm just going to go over that, like so. God damn it, I am so mad about the fact that I accidentally didn't, like, I thought it was dry. I should have checked first, but I didn't, and now I look like a doofus. Oh well, see how it's turning brown? That's what we want to happen, I think. I don't actually know at this point, to be age. Anyway, this person's gonna have, this eye will be a brown skinned person, which is okay. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's what I wanted, actually, to be fucking honest. And see, it's turning like, it's like a browny colour. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that quite nicely. Yeah, it's quite like this colour. It's appearing. It's quite nice. So I've only got like 3 watercolor pencils in total because they're very expensive, and I also can't be bothered or have the money to bank. Well, not make, buy more. I like to like work a little bit. Well, I like to work in a bit of an odd way. Like I like to use the spectrum of colours available to the human eye. Okay, so now we're going for Payne's Grey, because as much as I love wearing the colour black, it is a very intense kind of colour, you know? And in physics, it absorbs light rather than reflects it, but yeah, it's just a very intense colour. Unlike white, which is a dull as colour, but anyway. I'm just gonna do the eyebrow. Why did I say eyebrow? That's not even how it's pronounced at all. And next we are going to go for, I think I'll go for this one. I can't remember if it's burnt umber or burnt sienna. My guess is burnt umber because it's a bit of a darker brown, but it's gonna make this quite a darker colour, which is good because that's what I want to happen. Also, please excuse the light. I don't have much light in this room, and I can't control what happens outside of the room either. Because even though it's almost summer down here, it's very, very cloudy. Anyway, this is going to be, this is yellow ochre, so we're just going to yellow ochre the eye a little. Or maybe a lot, from the looks of it. I'm going to yellow ochre the eye a little bit for shadowing. No, not shading, oh my god. For the purposes of highlighting. Yes, there we go, got there in the end. I am proud of me too. I think this is sienna. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. But we're just gonna gently, 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 gently add some to the eyeball and the surrounds of the eyeball. I'm gonna go back to the red because it's, oof, no, I don't like the colour it's produced. I prefer a little bit more red than is necessary in my colours when I'm painting people. And I've just picked up a lot of the Payne's Grey, which is fan-bloody-tastic. I love watercolour so much. Anyway, moving along. You know what? Let's check on some purple. Because it's gonna make a nice contrast with the yellow ochre, I believe. And the whole wine paint likes to stay where it is on top of the paper. And I don't like it doing that, but whatever. You make this a very sleepy kind of person. So sleepy. So very sleepy. Now, one thing you'll want to do is to, okay, this is a kind of black. There's lamp black, ivory black. There's all different kinds of black. I can't remember them all. But anyway. But, yeah, see, compare the pair. See how it's quite intense kind of black, and this is not black at all. I'm just going to go over the Payne's Grey with black, because I can. And this is my video, not your video, etc., etc. I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. It looks alright. I think it looks perfectly alright. No, we just wait for it to dry. Actually, I might fix this up a little bit because this is bothering me. This right here. It's doing me a bother. A bother.